Bonjour, bienvenue, hello, and welcome to the beautiful Colchester Legion Stadium in the lovely town of Truro, Nova Scotia. My name is Michael Petter. This is AO Live, a production of Petter Sports and Streaming tonight, as we have for you the Nova Scotia Under-16 AAA Hockey League, a game between the visiting Valley Wildcats and the hometown Fundy Thunder. It is the third of 4 regular season meetings between these two teams this year. I believe they've also met once or twice in tournament play, but any stats that we make reference to through the course of the night will be stats based on league play only. Now, before we go any further in our pregame introduction, we must also take a moment to recognize and acknowledge that the Colchester Legion Stadium, the entire town of Truro, and the entire region covered by the Nova Scotia Under-16 AAA Hockey League, which despite its name not only includes all of Nova Scotia, but also Prince Edward Island and New Brunswick, all lies within the ancestral and unceded territory of Mi'kmaq. Thunder come into this game having won both previous meetings between these two teams. However, both meetings have been very close, very hard-fought battles. Back in November 30th to be precise, the Thunder won that game on home ice by a score of 2-1. That played in their temporary home that they had been using of Colchester, or of the Rath Eastland Community Center, while this building was still under repairs as a result of damage from Hurricane Fiona 2 years ago. They then met again on January 24th, so a couple of weeks ago, in Valley, and the Thunder were able to come away with a victory in that game as well by a score of 4-3. So 2 previous league meetings, 2 previous one-goal victories by the team that is playing on home ice tonight, that is the Fundy Thunder. A very interesting set of standings that we've got in the Nova Scotia Under-16 AAA Hockey League right now, as teams are continuing to jockey for position as we get closer to the end of the regular season. Still about a month, a little more than a month left to go in the regular season. Fundy Thunder right now come into this game in 4th place in the Nova Scotia division of the Nova Scotia Under-16 AAA Hockey League. However, they are just 1 point back of the Kings Hockey Club, and the Thunder have played very well against the Kings. I don't think they have any head-to-head matchups left with Kings Hockey Club, though. And they are also 1 point back of the Voyageurs. Voyageurs, however, only have 3 games left on their schedule, while the Fundy Thunder have 9. So the Thunder with a whole bunch of extra games in hand on a team that is just 1 point ahead of them. Safe to conclude that both the Thunder and the Kings also have only played 27 games, same as the Fundy Thunder. So safe to say that both the Kings and the Thunder should be able to pass the Voyageurs, and therefore the Kings and the Thunder are in a heated battle, likely for 2nd place in the Nova Scotia division. Why is that important? Well, to put it simply, for the Fundy Thunder, it's not quite as big of an issue because they know that they will be playing in the provincial championship tournament at the end of the playoffs. So for them, placing is not quite as important. However, they still want to go in A, through the front door if possible, and B, with as good of a regular season behind them as possible. So for the Fundy, for those who are not familiar, let's talk a little bit about the playoff process, how it works, as people's concept of live streaming and what cameras being in the building means wanders away from them. Let's talk about the playoff process. There are 8 teams in Nova Scotia. All 8 teams make the playoffs. 1 plays 8, 2 plays 7, 3 plays 6, 4 plays 5, just like you would expect. The 4 winners of those series, as well as a host team, will play in that provincial championship tournament. The Fundy Thunder know that they will be in as the host team. If the Thunder win their series, then the highest ranked non-winning team gets into the playoffs, or gets into that tournament. If the Thunder do not win their series, then they go in as the number 5 seed. If they win their playoff series, then they would go in as, if they were the number 2 seed in the playoffs, they would go in as the number 2 seed in the tournament. So, and whoever goes in as the non-winning team is the 5 seed in that tournament. The Valley Wildcats right now sit in 6th place in the Nova Scotia division with a record of 11 wins, 17 regulation losses, and 2 losses in either overtime or shootouts. So they have 24 points right now. They have 6 games left on their schedule. They are 4 points ahead of the Martello Buccaneers, who currently sit in 7th. The Bucks, however, have 3 games in hand on Valley, so the Bucks could, with those 3 games in hand, be ahead of Valley, which would put them down to 7th. If Fundy is able to pass Kings, and presuming Fundy passes the Voyageurs, which, like I said, they're only 1 point back of the Voyageurs, and both they and the Kings have 6 games in hand on the Voyageurs, it is quite possible that this could be a 2-7 matchup. This could also be a 3-6 matchup. So, for the Fundy Thunder, this game, a chance to win for a 3rd consecutive league game against the Valley Wildcats, with 1 more still to go on March 9th, and possibly, if they do meet in that playoff round, have that extra bit of psychological advantage going into that series. In the other 2 provinces, there are 2 teams based out of New Brunswick and 2 teams based out of PEI. They play as one division, but when it comes to playoffs, the 2 New Brunswick teams will play off, the 2 PEI teams will play off, and then what will happen is we will have a 4-team Maritime Championship tournament between the 3 respective provincial champions and whoever ends up, whoever is the host team, which I believe is the Cabot Highlanders, if I remember correctly. So that's how the playoff all breaks down. We've talked a little bit about the previous matchups between these 2 teams. Let's take a look at our starting goaltenders. First, for the Valley Wildcats, who are in their road red jerseys tonight, it is going to be Christian Thomas getting the start. Thomas comes into this game with a record of 4 wins and 12 losses, a 4.17 goals against average, and a .903 save percentage. As we pan our way across to the team that is defending the net to your broadcast right, which is your host, Fundy Thunder, that is Chris Walker getting the start in goal tonight. He comes in with a record of 7-6, a 3.33 goals against average, and a .907 save percentage. And now we'll send things...
Today's officials are referees Jane Olney and Carter McNutt, linesmen Lana Davidson and Ben Lyons. Today's starting lineups are brought to you by the Case Truck and Trailer Center Limited. Visiting Valley Wildcats starting lineup, number 3, Carter Tomac. Number 9, Joshua Cameron. Number 12, Alan Witkowski. Number 20, William Sanford. Number 22, Brandon Nickerson. Starting in goal, number 33, Christian Thomas. And now for your home team, the Fundy Thunder starting lineup. Number 5, Kate Paris.
right, that takes care of all the pomp and circumstance prior to the start of the game. All that's left to do now is get this one underway here at Colchester Legion Stadium. Another perfectly good set of stairs on that side. Guys, thanks. I don't understand the logic, but anyway. My apologies, folks. 20 minutes up on the clock for this first period. Thunder in their home whites, Wildcats in their road reds. And we are underway. We're at the Colchester Legion Stadium, and the Wildcats have the puck. LC has it, but he has to puck off the stick by Davey. And he's getting some pressure inside the Wildcat zone. Putting that out. Sanford, he thinks to where sorry, that was 10. My apologies. 10, not 20. No, it was 20. That was great the first time. Let's go. Now holding the goal line. Colin gets it to the front of the net. Wasn't quite able to pick the net. His teammates are now getting the puck out of getting it down like the guys into the Fundy Thunder zone. Looking up there. That was George. Pass forward. Colin does get through getting a piece of it. Was Wayman, but Wayman didn't do enough to completely block that pass coming down. Against the line, Vandenberg holding on side, trying to get around the boards, in the far corner. Hudson going after it, he's not able to get to it first. And Wildcats working their way ahead here with Sanford coming to the boards right in front of our broadcast position. In the Colchester Legion Stadium. Puck comes off the end boards, gathered up there by goaltender Christian Thomas to get laying on. Forrest off 117. On the first period. Quick lineup note for the Valley Wildcats. 180 in the lineup. This evening, Zachary Banks has gone into the lineup. Let's try to get through. Not dressed. Looks like the Jacks Chapel, who is not able to put out Wildcats this evening, so Zachary Banks going in the place of Jack Chapel. Wildcats get the puck up with one center. They're dumped right in on the Walker. Walker will gather it in and hang on first off 133 on their first period. Time to take a quick look at the on-town scoreboard in Nova Scotia under 16 to play hockey league tonight. And there you have it. That is the on-town scoreboard. In all seriousness, no other games in the league playing tonight. So if you're a fan of this league, this is the game. There's a shot deflected. It gets deflected just up over the crossbar, however. Stays in play. Trying to get it to the center. There comes the center ice. There comes Pusley. All the way down the end of the road. Got the puck pulled off the stick by Wayne. Pusley gets back on it. Gets to Ulot. Ulot will take it to the far corner. Loses his swing there. That allows for a turnover. Puck comes to the near side board. Gathered in there by Fowler. Fowler pushes it ahead. And it's sent back the other way. Gathered out there by Cumming. Cumming gets his puck ahead. Down in the Fundy Thunder zone. Back in his captain manager. Volume pass. Walker gets a piece of the puck. And sends it. I apologize, folks. I'm still recovering from a bit of illness here, so if I hear my mic cut out, it's not a technical difficulty. It's I can turn it off my mic so that I don't cough in your ears. And if I don't hit the button in time, I'm going to apologize in advance. Last thing I want to do is cough in everybody's ear, but I may end up having it inadvertently, so I'm going to apologize in advance for that. Or if it does. We do try to be interactive with our streams here on Competitor Sports and Streaming Productions on AO Live. You can reach us one of three ways. Get us through that app known as to x.com and search for the handle header PC_sports. You can also get us through Facebook. Go to facebook.com and search for Header Sports and Streaming. Or you can just through our website known as mjahlnetwork.proboards.com. That's mjahlnetwork.proboards.com. Go to the section marked all of the hockey. You'll see a post there. Today's date and each two teams' game. And you can share your thoughts on the team, your thoughts on the game, where you're watching from, any sort of information you want to share. I know it's just shocking line by Harris, and I'm streaming by Thomas as he's been busy. Only 2 official shots on goal so far, but feels like the majority of the play has been down inbound Wildcats zone for the first 2 minutes and 13 seconds of the first period. Face off once again inbound as the captain Captain Buchanan took that drop. Back the other way, Holly dumps it in, but going in the air early was, I believe that was Travis George in too quickly. Barely see Banks with the puck, but George on in, forechecking, helping create the turnover. Now McCauley's on it, trying to create some space. McCauley gets it back to line man. Bergman with a shot, save made, and we're going to have our first penalty of the game. Hooking is the indication, and you can see who it is. And it's going to be Alex Winkowski going off for the hooking penalty. So the Wildcats will be the first team to go short-handed this evening. I can tell you that the Funny Thunder, when they are on the power play, have had their struggles this year. They are 10 in the league out of 12 teams with the power play, scoring at just under 16% efficiency. So there is a part of the game that has struggled for them. This would be it. There's a shot from Meister that goes a bit high. Puck comes around, goes all the way down. Moves to Whiteside or Vanderbilt. That's not back to the Kaiser. Now Vanderbilt back on it again. He'll start working his way forward. He really pops it up. Now it is Truro. There's a shot by Toler. And having a big save is Walker. Even Daly.
The Wildcats penalty to number 12, holders, minutes, 5 seconds. That's Winkowski for Hooking at 4-5.
Oh, and there's a power play goal. Nifty little move there by Matthew George. As George was able to sneak the puck around Thomas and put the Fundy Thunder on the board first. It's 1-0 with the power play goal. Time of the goal is 5 minutes and 3 seconds in the first period. Matthew George on the power play. And the Fundy Thunder has struck first. Off the center. Running it on the hurry there is Terrace. Pass it up to Buchanan. Now Thunder getting possession. Pass for O'Neill. He's doing his feet. Kicks it to Block. And then Huxley getting the press the way down the center. Trying to get it to the front of the net. Puck is loose! And in the far corner goes Huxley gathers it up there. Below the goal line. Huxley changes direction. Gets some help from Block. Now it comes to the air boards. Harris, who was well in from the far point, playing it back down to the corner. Now Ulock will get it back to Harris. Harris with a shot. That doesn't miss by much. Comes all the way towards the wide end. He'll play it down to the far corner. Huxley to the side of the net. Ulock couldn't get a shot away from there. And getting the puck in between there. Leaving the pressure with Buchanan. But the Thunder is going to score.
By number 16, and this George. Assisted by number 11, Daniel Vandenberg.
As we get the confirmation of this George, goal by George, Angelo Vandenberg with the lone assist on that goal. And we'll get into the specifics coming up here in just a second. Connor gets a piece of that puck, but not enough to get under control. And Gavin will fire it around the far side. It's all the way up the board. Throwing, playing it out to Nickerson. Nickerson gets the pass across, trying to get it to Sanford. That pass off over his stick. And into the corner of the Thunder and get possession back. Down into the ice, so he'll deflect it, and he'll get an icing ball against the Bunnies under with 7:20 going here in the first period. And now coming back to that goal by Matthew George, that boosting in the score potential team lead with 12 goals on the season, and extends his team lead in points with 28. And for George, he's only played 24, this is only his 24th game for the team. He missed 4 games earlier this year. Forward, it's taken into the board tempted by Wildcats. That allows Valley to pick up the puck. And it is correct. He's bringing it ahead. It was indeed correct. Leo gets it coming away, and we're going to get another penalty coming up. This one will go against Bundy. And it's going to go against David O'Neill. And I didn't get a chance to say this the first time that the Wildcats were on the penalty kill. Wildcats penalty kill is 9th in the league at 78%. Wildcats power play also has had its struggles this year, much like the Thunder's power play has. Wildcats power play 11th in the league at 12.4%. Sorry, holding is the penalty on David O'Neill at 7:50.
By the Thunder penalty, number 66, David O'Neill. 2 minutes.
Then against the
7 minutes, 50 seconds. There's O'Neill for holding the stick at 7:50.
Yes, I'm aware that the audio is not great. There are 2 reasons for that. One of which is that I am quite sick. The other of which was that the settings on the what was supposed to be just the ambient sound mic were a little bit off. So I apologize for that. I did see your message though, and yeah, part of the issue is that I am not well. I turned it up so that people could hear the anthem, and then I forgot to turn it back down. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I am not on my game tonight. Here comes a chance, shorthanded for Cole Pugsley coming in. Pugsley! And I think, are we going to see? Yes, we are going to see a penalty shot get called. As Cole Pugsley was able to get enough of a breakaway shorthanded and had his chance to score disrupted. So Cole Pugsley has earned himself a penalty shot here. Is that not what the referee called? Yes, it is what the referee called. So, okay, here we go. So a penalty shot has been awarded to Cole Pugsley with 8:50 gone in the period. And here we go. And Pugsley able to take advantage. And the Thunder go up 2-0. Now here's a question that I've had before. This is actually the second time I've had this happen now. When a team gets a penalty shot while they are shorthanded, does the player get credit for a shorthanded goal as well as the fact that it is a penalty shot goal? Does the player also get credit for it being a shorthanded goal because he was able to get the goal or get the penalty shot while his team was shorthanded? If anybody knows the answer to that, please do let me know, because that's one that I've been... And like I said, this is the second time that I've seen this happen in relatively recent memory. I want to say it's been in the last month or so that this has happened. Now, as the puck is cleared down the length of the ice, 22 seconds left to go in the Valley power play. Puck is intercepted by Anderson. He gets a shot right on, and Thomas has to be sharp on that save. And here, let's get that ambient sound turned down even more so that when we post this to YouTube later, we don't get trouble for the music being too loud and people think we're trying to steal the copyright or something. Cole Pugsley's goal, his 9th goal, 15th point of the season, scored shorthanded and on a penalty shot. It is definitely scored on a penalty shot. I'm going to say it should be a shorthanded goal as well, because like I said, the penalty shot was created while his team was shorthanded, so he should get recognized for that. 10:15 to go in the period. 5 seconds left now in the power play. Puck cleared back in after it was dumped out. We're back to even strength now. Wildcats stuck in their own zone as Wankowski was looking to clear out from behind the net, but had to get through a bunch of traffic. Now the puck gets up to Buchanan. Buchanan working his way in. He gets taken into the wall by Wyatt McDonald. Zachary Banks plays it over to Wankowski, or to Buchanan rather. Wankowski then fanned on a shot attempt. Here comes George getting it down into the corner to McCauley. Back to the line for Paris. Paris, his shot steered away, and it goes up over the glass and out of play. We'll get a stoppage with 9:26 left to go in the first period. Face-off will stay inside the Valley Wildcat zone. 9:26 on the clock. And the Thunder off to about as good of a start as you could hope for, with a power play goal and a shorthanded penalty shot goal. Both within the first 8 minutes and 50 seconds of the hockey game. Cogger with the puck. Gets it out to center. Here comes Thorne. Thorne getting to the middle of the ice. Fires a shot. And a blocker save made there by Christian Thomas. Puck comes to the line to Vandenberg. He tries to dump it down to the corner. It ends up hitting Wayman. Thunder are able to win possession. Cogger to the front of the net, but too many red shirts in the way there, and now out come the Valley Wildcats as looking to work his way forward was Scott. Puck is turned over. Wayman will go back and get it. He'll play it across to his defense partner. Now ahead to Scott. Scott takes a bump from Carter Anderson, and the Thunder right back on it. Puck dumped in by McLennan, and back to get it is Cumming. Cumming working his way forward. Has his pass intercepted by Dwaron. Here comes Dwaron trying to work his way around the defenseman Green Lewis, but Green Lewis took him into the boards. Dwaron a little slow to get up. Now Green Lewis with the puck gets it out to center. Plays it ahead to Scott. Scott in across the line. Tried to make a backhand pass, or a behind the back pass I should say, and put it right onto the stick of one of the Thunder defensemen. Now coming the other way, Buchanan trying to fight through a check. Puck comes loose. Fowler stepping up to get to it, but we're going to get a penalty on the play here, I believe. Or was that an offside? I think that was an offside, excuse me. So an offside with 7:44 left to go here in the first period. 2-0 for the Fundy Thunder. And like I say, the face-off just outside the Fundy blue line. Puck played as far as the Valley blue line. Now Laba sending it the other way. Uloth looking to dump it in. Puck comes to Eisner. He'll get it into the Wildcat zone. Puck comes away from the wall. Eisner ends up putting it right to Pugsley, who gets a shot off. That's steered aside by Thomas, who has been quite busy here in the early going. Uloth will give it back to Vandenberg at the line. Vandenberg returns it to Uloth along the boards. Into the middle of the ice there for Eisner, who gets the shot away. Maybe a slightly mistimed on the one-timer, as it seemed like he didn't get quite as much on that one as he was hoping for. And now the puck launched down all the way down the ice. Eisner did get a piece of it right at the red line to make sure there would be no icing. Now a pass intercepted right by George, but a big poke check there by Christian Thomas to keep his team to within 2. Now Ryan McDonald steps into the check on Nickerson. Great opportunity there for Mathis George to get what would have been his second of the game. And now McDonald again steps into his man, and this time McDonald's going to get a penalty for it. They're going to call head contact on Ryan McDonald as he stepped up to give the hit to Nickerson. That being Braden Nickerson. And for the second time in this game, the Thunder will be shorthanded. I don't think I got a chance to get this stat out. Thunder 4th in the league on the penalty kill at 84%. This is just a 2-minute head contact penalty. The time of the penalty, 13:51, for those of you who care about such details. There's an attempt at a shot by Terrace, but the puck rolled off of his stick, and Thunder able to take advantage, launch it down the ice. Back to get it now is Cameron. Joshua Cameron behind his net. Gives the puck to his captain, Buchanan. Buchanan drops it back off for Cameron. Ahead to Buchanan again. Or to Wankowski, rather. Now it's Buchanan with it. Puck played back into the Thunder zone. Again, I apologize. Carrette bringing the puck in, turns it over, and back down the ice it goes. Hustling to get back on it there is Wayman. Wayman stops behind his net. 50 seconds left in the power play. Just under 5 minutes left to go here in the first period. Wayman, lead pass for Green Lewis. Green Lewis has the puck knocked off his stick at the blue line by McLennan. And McLennan able to launch the puck down the ice again. 30 seconds left now in the penalty. Backing up with the puck coming. He gets it ahead to Carrette. Played across to the far side for Wayman. Wayman lost his angle, so had to circle back. Now Wayman will pitch the puck. Started to say the word pitchfork and then decided not to, and then ended up having the rest of the, or part of the rest of the word come out anyway. We're back to 5-on-5 now, by the way. Just within the last few seconds before I started to say that, as my command of the English language is somewhere between terrible and hideous tonight. Puck goes down towards the corner. Wayman trying to play it back up, but it's George right there denying any sort of exit. Now Cogger plays it back to the line for Paris. Paris, his shot ends up hitting coming. Puck comes to the far wall, and Wyatt McDonald, sends it deep. Now Thorne gets the puck out of that battle in the corner. Thorne takes it over to the near side, gets a big hit there from Wayman. George trying to stand up for him. We got a delayed penalty coming up, and now as they continue to joust with each other, we may see both guys go. The initial penalty, I believe, was going to go to Wayman, was it not? Yes, no, they're just giving a penalty to George for roughing. So it'll be another Valley Wildcat power play here with 3:08 left. So with 3:08 on the clock, the Valley Wildcats get their third power play of the period. And for what it's worth, the penalties have been to number 66, 26, or 66, 26, and now 16 for the Fundy Thunder. Again, that means next to nothing other than kind of an interesting coincidence. Pugsley gets the puck to the front of the net, but before Uloth could get there, cleared away by Fowler. And now, once again, the Valley losing his footing there at the side of the net was Thomas, while Pugsley was in. Now, Uloth takes a hit as the Thunder bench wondering why that wasn't a head contact penalty, and I will confess I have a similar question. .52 seconds left to go in the penalty, 2 minutes remaining in the period. Puck dumped into the Fundy Thunder zone, settled there, and not able to clear the zone as the puck was held in by Nickerson. He gets a shot off. That nearly converts for Valley, but now Wenkowski with it at the line. Wenkowski down towards the corner, plays it behind the net to Sanford. Back to Wenkowski. It actually gets all the way up to the top of the zone. Nickerson, who misplays it and has to chase it down at his own blue line. Turning it back the other way, goes to dump it in. That is knocked down by Ryan McDonald. And the Thunder once again are able to clear the puck all the way down the length of the ice. Just 7 seconds left in the penalty. Little bit over a minute 10 left to go in the first period, excuse me. We are back to 5-on-5. And Wildcats get the puck. We're into the final minute now. Now we're going to get another penalty as O'Neill and Nickerson. And we're going to get a slashing penalty, and it looks like it's going to be Nickerson who's going to go. So the Valley Wildcats will be shorthanded now for the second time. Nickerson going off for slashing with 58.7 seconds left to go in the first period. So the Thunder, who have already scored once on the power play and once while killing a penalty, but it did come on a penalty shot. There's Eisner with a shot. Thunder with the 2-0 lead, looking to extend it here with this late first period power play. Vandenberg gives to Eisner. Eisner steps in, shot just goes over the crossbar. George able to hold it in at the line. Gives to Vandenberg. Vandenberg again over to the far side. George to Eisner. Eisner shot low. Kicked away by Thomas. Now Eisner takes it behind the net out the far side. Over to George. Back to Vandenberg at the line. Vandenberg steps in looking for George far side. That pass goes off a leg. Now Daly will pick up the puck. 13 seconds left in the period. Daly gets the pass over to George. George, though, had to kick the puck and goes behind the net. Wrapped up the wall, and that will do it for the first period. 11-6 the shots on goal favoring the Fundy Thunder. But the power play goal and the shorthanded penalty shot goal for the Fundy Thunder give them a 2-0 lead after the opening 20 minutes of play. We're going to take a break. We'll come back, get you ready for the second period in just a few minutes. You are watching Nova Scotia Under-16 AAA Hockey League action here on AO Live, produced by Petter Sports and Streaming. Welcome back as we get ready for the start of the second period here between the Valley Wildcats and the Fundy Thunder in the Nova Scotia Under-16 AAA Hockey League. Thunder with a 2-0 lead after the first period of play. Looking at the scoring summary from the first period, the first goal came at 5:03. For the Thunder, it was Mathis George getting his team-leading 12th goal and team-leading 28th point of the season. It was a power play goal at 5:03, assisted by Daniel Vandenberg. That made it 1-0. Then at 8:50, a penalty shot goal scored by Cole Pugsley. For Pugsley, his 9th goal, 15th point of the season. The penalty shot was awarded while the Thunder were shorthanded, so I'm calling it a shorthanded goal as well because he created the scoring opportunity while being shorthanded that led to the penalty shot. Whether that's correct or not, I'm not sure. But for now, unofficially, it's a shorthanded goal and a penalty shot goal. In the first period, there were 5 minor penalties and a penalty shot awarded. 2 minors and the penalty shot went against the Wildcats, 3 minors against the Thunder. Valley 0 for 3 on the power play. Wildcats 1 for 1. Second power play has 1 minute and 1 second remaining on it. The Thunder are also 1 for 1 on penalty shots. And along with being 3 for 3 on the penalty kill, they also have that shorthanded goal. Shots on goal in the first period, 11-6 in favor of the Fundy Thunder. So you put all that together and about as good of a first period as you could hope for if you're looking at it from a Fundy Thunder perspective. And the Valley Wildcats, who have played these Thunder close in the 2 previous meetings, were having trouble keeping up with the Thunder in this game. The one thing that the Wildcats were successful on is the hit battle. I don't have specific exact numbers, but I would say that the hit battle is fairly close to even. To the person who sent the message about the audio and then sent me a second message letting me know that it was improved when I fixed that error. I see Maggie Gillis. Sorry, I had to look your name up again, Maggie. Thank you again. Thank you as well for the kind words about as right off of the face-off, it takes 11 seconds. And that's what I get for thinking that nothing was going to happen in the first couple seconds of the period as Dawson McCauley and the Fundy Thunder power play strikes again. It's now 3-0. And the story of this game is the Fundy Thunder special teams have been absolutely stellar here in the first 20 minutes and 11 seconds of this hockey game.
Scored by number 24, Dawson McCauley, assisted by number 9, Ethan Daly, and number 11, Daniel Vandenberg.
Daly and Vandenberg get the assists. And we'll get you more specifics on that goal for McCauley here now that there is a stoppage in play. For Dawson McCauley, he becomes the 3rd member of the Fundy Thunder to hit double digits in goals this season as he gets his 10th, 20th point on the year. As we mentioned, Ethan Daly and Daniel Vandenberg with the helpers on the goal 11 seconds into the second period on the power play, making it now a 3-0 margin in favor of the Thunder. And the Wildcats in danger of losing touch in this game as that puck, bit of bad luck there for the Wildcats as it hops over the stick of Wayman. He was able to chase it back down, gets it into the Thunder zone, played off the boards by Wyatt McDonald. Uloth not able to clear as Buchanan and Terrace together helped hold it in. Played around to the far side. Wayman will step up to the puck, but Uloth is right there to get it from him. Uloth plays it to the line. Wayman holds it onside. Buchanan trying to feed it to Terrace, but he gets taken down as they go into the end boards. Now Paris delivering a hit as well. Now there the puck comes out. Chance for Fowler. But the save made on what might have been the most dangerous chance of the game so far for Valley. Walker making that save. Another shot. That one's deflected and goes up over the glass and out of play, and we'll get a stoppage with 1:40 gone here in the second period. If my voice is sounding a little more muffled, I've put my masks back up as I mentioned I've been a little bit under the weather as of late. Let me just double check and make sure I'm turning my audio in the right direction here. Check 1 2, check 1 2, check 1 2. Doesn't seem to make a difference which direction I send that anyway. After the couple of coughing fits that I had in the first period, I have pulled both of my masks up a little tighter to just for the protection of everybody else here in the building. As we get an icing call. Trying to argue against it is Brody McLennan, but he's not going to win that argument, or maybe he is. Yes, he's going to win that argument and at least get the officials to talk about it, and we will get the face-off out to center ice. So, hey, this is a development league as much for the officials as it is for the players, as much as it is for us broadcasters. Although I'm a little old to be worrying about developing on to the next level. I think I've pretty much reached where I'm going to be doing games for the rest of my career. Junior A and minor hockey here in the northern Nova Scotia region for the rest of my career, and I got to say I love it. But it's a development league for the officials. It's a development league for the players, so when mistakes get made, hey, no big deal. They correct it, they move on. Anderson now takes the puck behind the net, all the way into the far corner, all the way up the far wall, then drops the puck off for Ryan McDonald, who will send it around the boards. Cogger, who had been covering for Anderson, goes down to the corner to get it. Now it's over into the far side. Thorne sends it back to the line. There's a shot that's deflected, goes wide. Stepping up is Anderson. His shot, save made by Thomas, and he'll hang on for a face-off. 3:07 gone here in the second period, and the score remains 3-0 now for the Fundy Thunder, excuse me. If you were a little late getting back from the first intermission and missed the first 11 seconds, you missed the goal that made it 3-0, because that's all it took to start this second period for the third goal for Fundy. O'Neill takes the puck behind the net, gets rubbed into the wall by Banks. And now here comes Sanford out to center. He takes a big hit from Dwaron. And Dwaron in across the line. Dwaron with a shot. Thomas steers that one aside. Wenkowski picks up the puck. He'll get it to the line, held in at least momentarily by Wyatt McDonald. Gets a chance there for White, and White gets the shot off. And another save, and now we're going to get another penalty. And it's going to go against Cogger, or is that O'Neill? That's O'Neill, excuse me. Slashing is the indication, so Damon O'Neill going to the box. So this is the fourth power play of the night for the Valley Wildcats. And this comes at 3:46 of this second period. But like I said, the story of this game has been the absolute clinic that the Fundy Thunder special teams units, both penalty kill and power play, have been putting on. Now we're going to get the goaltender's going to get delay of game for taking the net off intentionally. I think that is what has just been called. They're calling Chris Walker for intentionally taking his net off So it's going to be a minute and 44 seconds of 5-on-3. The slashing penalty that was taken by Damon O'Neill, and now they're calling a delay of game on Chris Walker for intentionally knocking his net loose.
From the Thunder penalty to number 66, Damon O'Neill, 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 3 minutes.
There's a shot, Walker the save. As we get the announcement of O'Neill's slashing penalty. 1:34 left to go in the double in the.
Served by number 71, Cole Pugsley. 2 minutes for delay of game.
And now we get confirmation that that was in fact what the call was. That was the only thing I could think of that it could have been.
Delay of game at 4 minutes.
And it is Cole Pugsley who's serving the delay of game penalty taken by Walker. So now this a great chance for Valley to try and start working their way back into this. Not that they're out of it, but start closing the gap a bit at least. Here's Buchanan, the captain, in across the blue line. Forced to the outside. Takes it down to the end boards. Tried to get a pass through to Terrace. That doesn't quite connect. Now Buchanan back on, or sorry, that's not Buchanan, excuse me. That is Cumming on it. Cumming with the puck. Gets it down to the net. And Walker able to gather it in, and then unceremoniously planted onto his backside was Owen Fowler. And the Fundy Thunder certainly not intimidated by the fact that they're down 2 men. They're willing to continue to play physical. And now we're going to get a Wildcat timeout, I believe. So they can have their power play unit, their top power play unit, stay out there, even though they're a little bit gassed. 15:04 left to go in the second period. 50 seconds left to go in the 5-on-3. 1:06 remaining in the second of those 2 penalties.
Timeout, Valley Wildcats.
As we get confirmation that it is in fact the Wildcats using their timeout.
I'd like to take this opportunity for a very special announcement. Carter Myra, a Halifax hockey player with the Martello Buccaneers, who is also an affiliate of the Halifax Max as well as Bellazzle alumni, was recently diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma, a pediatric cancer that develops in the common soft tissue. Carter is safely at the top of the media, and our hockey community is coming together to show our support. Thank you to all in attendance tonight. As you, the Money Thunder, with a generous donation to the Wildcats that brings $1,000 for Carter's fight ahead of this season.
Oh, well, that's awesome.
The game for away game on February 9th at St. Margaret Arena when the Thunder play Carter's Martello Buccaneers.
Okay, if you didn't catch that,
The Myra family, if you happen to be in the Spryfield area for the charity hockey game on Friday, February 21st, from 6 o'clock to 8 at the Spryfield Line Arena. Players from the Buccaneers, Max, and Bells will divide into 2 teams for a special game in Carter's honor. We wish you well, Carter, and Carter's family.
sorry, the reason I wasn't doing any play-by-play there is I wanted to catch that entire message. In case you didn't catch it listening at home, Carter Myra, who is a player in this league with the Martello Buccaneers, has recently been diagnosed with a form of cancer. I didn't catch, unfortunately, I couldn't quite catch exactly what the type of cancer was. And some of the proceeds from tonight's game, from the gate, as well as the 50-50 and some of the other things from tonight's game, are going to go to Carter Myra and his family to help with, obviously, the costs that are related to the battle that he has in front of him. And that presentation will be made to the Bucks when the Thunder play at the Buccaneers. I believe it's later this month. Actually, I think it's even this weekend on Sunday. And as we're back to 5-on-5, while I was relaying that information, both penalties came to an end. And Carter Myra obviously has a long road ahead of him, and I want to take this opportunity to add my best wishes to him and his family, and hopes for a speedy recovery, and I would like to at the amount raised tonight is approximately $1,000, and I was not aware that that was happening this evening, as we're going to have another penalty, and we're going to get head contact against Dawson McCauley, it appears. So once again, the Thunder will be shorthanded. And like I said, I was not aware of this this situation with Carter. It's a 4-minute head contact penalty. And so I would like to take this opportunity to, as I said, I've already, to extend my best wishes to him for a speedy recovery. And I would like to say that I'm going to donate a part of my fee for this game, because as much as I love doing this, I do get paid to do these games. Now we're going to get another penalty against the Thunder, as Green Lewis lost his footing behind the net. He got tripped by Ryan McDonald, says our referee, and so, or says one of our referees. And so it's going to be a full 2 minutes of 5-on-3, because there's still 3.5 minutes left to go in the head contact double minor. And so, like I said, as I was saying, I will donate a portion of the proceeds that I get, part of my fee, to and now chance at the side of the net, and as Walker came across to try and make the save, the net did get dislodged, and the referee this time not saying that it was done intentionally, and pretty clear to anybody in the building that this time it certainly wasn't. I didn't see it well enough last time to comment on whether it was or not. Here's Gambin with the puck now. He'll get it back to the line. There's a shot, save made, rebound, they score! And the power play, given as many opportunities as it has, finally does strike. And I believe, now if my understanding of the rules is correct, what should happen, yes, the penalty, double minor had 1:07 left in the first half of it, so it's going to remain 5-on-3, because the first half of the double minor is what's going to get waved off. So now there's 2 minutes left in the double, what was the double minor, still 1:35 left in the penalty that Ryan McDonald has. And so it's still a 5-on-3 and still for another minute and a half, as the Wildcats are forced back into their own zone.
Now the Wildcats goal scored by number 21, Jack Turris, assisted by number 12, Alex Minkowski, and number 10, Aiden Buchanan. Time to goal 7 minutes, 34 seconds. That's Turris with Minkowski and Buchanan, 7 minutes.
And again, no commentary while I'm trying to gather in all of the information on the scoring play there, and I will give you that information here in just a second. It was Terrace who got the goal. So Jack Terrace. 41 seconds left in the 5-on-3 now, and now we're going to get a hand pass called against the Valley Wildcats. That'll give us a chance to tell you that for Jack Terrace, that was, where is he here? There he is. His 9th goal, 18th point of the season, moves him into a tie for second place on the team in goals with Jack's Chapel. So again, Jack Terrace, 9th goal, 18th point of the season, scored on the power play, assisted by Alex Winkowski and Hayden Buchanan. Time of the power play goal, 7 minutes, 34 seconds, making it 3-1 in favor of the Fundy Thunder. Shot, save, rebound, and it just bounces over the stick of Buchanan. Now Wayman with a shot from the line. That gets deflected, goes into the far corner, comes up the boards to Cumming. 5 seconds left in the 5-on-3. Puck will get to the line and out as Wayman has to back up and pick it up. Wayman plays it across to the far side for Terrace. Terrace in across the line. Down towards the corner, stops, turns, plays it back to Buchanan. Buchanan's shot goes wide. Puck will come around the boards to the near side. McLennan gets on it and will chip it out to center. The first penalty has expired, and the second penalty has expired, and we're back to 5-on-5 again. And here comes a chance for Hayden Dwaron. Dwaron getting a step. Dwaron coming in. Dwaron! And a big save made there. And then after the play, Dwaron gets taken into the end boards, and he's none too happy about it. Understandably so. And are we going to see? Yes, we are going to see a penalty called out of this. And the question is a 2-minute roughing penalty against Wayman. So the Fundy Thunder, who are 2 for 2 on the power play, get their third man advantage of the evening. The penalty coming at 9:45. And the Wildcats, with all of the power plays that they've had in this period, are now 1 for 8. 1 for 8 on the power play.
Valley Wildcats penalty to number 15, Hayden Wayman. 2 minutes for roughing after the whistle. Time for penalty, 9 minutes, 44 seconds. That's Wayman for roughing
Oh, it's 9:44, not 9:45. My apologies. Here's George with the puck. He'll fire a shot and score! Mathis George. And the power play is now 3 for 3. And Mathis George gets his second of the night. And this power play needed just 35 seconds to convert. Mathis George gets his second of the night, and it's now 4-1.
Mathis George, assisted by number 11, Daniel Vandenberg, and number 15, Cameron
Vandenberg gets his second assist of the night.
19 seconds.
Second assist on it goes to Eisner, Cameron Eisner. So again, for Daniel Vandenberg, for Mathis George, his 13th goal of the season, second of the night, 29th point of the season, and second of the night. Daniel Vandenberg gets his third helper of the game, actually, as he assisted on all 3 power play goals now. Cameron Eisner also with an assist on the goal at 10:19 of the second period, making it now the 4-1 scoreline in favor of the Wildcats. In favor of the Thunder, my apologies. If you look at your screen, the score we have on the screen is correct. Don't listen to my voice, because goodness knows I can't get any. It's one of those nights, folks. Sanford just able to keep the puck onside as he had Banks in the zone ahead of him, but Sanford just did not let the puck cross all the way across the blue line. Now it's sent back all the way down deep into the Valley zone. Picking up is Cumming. He'll play it ahead. Gets as far as the line. Anderson with a shot. That's steered aside by Thomas. Puck comes up the boards and out to center. And it comes all the way down to Ryan McDonald. McDonald plays it off the wall. Dwaron trying to poke it past Banks. Banks able to get on the puck and send it back down into the Thunder end. 8 minutes exactly left to go here in the second period, with Valley trailing the hometown Fundy Thunder by a score of 4-1. Dwaron drops the puck off. Now it's played ahead for O'Neill. O'Neill gets separated from the puck with a good effort there by Cameron. And it's sent down into the Thunder end again, but quickly right back out to center. Cumming and Dwaron meet, and Cumming will win that one and get the puck back into the Thunder end. Ryan McDonald up the wall to O'Neill. Puck is knocked away from him. Apologies, Anderson. And that was an icing call against the Fundy Thunder with 7:11 left to go here in the second period. Face off inside the Thunder end. Off of the draw, Scott couldn't get a shot away. Trying to get a shot now is Carrette. He couldn't get a shot all the way through either. Although the Wildcats, thanks in part to the number of power plays they've had. Now here's a chance for McLennan, but on the back check, Laba. But Laba's going to get a penalty out of this, I think. They're going to call slashing. Nathan Laba trying to plead his case, but it will fall on deaf ears as the Thunder now get their fourth power play. And they are 3 for 3 with the man advantage already tonight. So this a chance for the Thunder to make it a 4-goal margin for the first time tonight. As the power play goes to work, Pugsley with the puck. Cole Pugsley. His pass for Paris goes through Paris. Now a race to get onto that puck. Both Paris and Scott end up overskating it. Coming back to get it, McLennan. He plays it over to Thorne. Thorne trying to find some room for himself. Now plays it over to Pugsley. Pugsley gets a shot off. Save made. Puck goes into the corner. McLennan will send it back behind the net for Cogger. Cogger off the wall. Trying to come out from behind the net. Can't find a lane to exit and ends up losing the puck, and it's launched all the way down the ice. 1:08 left to go in the Thunder power play. Pugsley back to pick up the puck. Saw that he was losing his angle as Sanford did a good job of taking away a lane. Now Paris, pass ahead. Daly deflects it forward and then almost gets the puck back from Wenkowski. But Wenkowski was able to hang on enough, and the Wildcats were able to play it back out to center. Now just inside the blue line, puck is poked back out. George not able to get it under control. Wenkowski will get it and bring it into the Fundy zone. Wenkowski down into the corner. Takes a bump from George. Wenkowski able to stay on the puck though. 24 seconds left in the penalty. Mathis George bumped off the puck again. Now Daly will pick it up. Goes behind the net, plays it ahead. Avoids a hit and gets the pass up to Mathis George. George circles back, now plays the puck down towards the corner. 5 seconds left in the penalty. There's a shot that goes high and wide. And we're back to 5-on-5, and for the first time in this game, the Valley Wildcats are successful on a penalty kill. Puck comes out to center. Vandenberg brings it back in. Gives to Daly for George. George was on his offside, though, and couldn't get a good shot away, and now coming the other way. Here's a chance. Fowler taken all the way down into the corner. Taken to the boards by Wyatt McDonald. 4:18 left to go here in the second period. Pass ahead to McCauley. His pass for George went a bit behind him, and now Vandenberg has it at center ice. He'll dump it back in. It comes down right in front of the net for Cameron. He'll take it over to the far corner. Played to the line, held in. Now Cumming has it stolen from him. McCauley to the near side. Now back to the line for Vandenberg. His shot, save made, rebound. And Cumming clears the rebound over to the far wall. Down behind the net, White bumps with Cameron. Cameron will come away with the puck. Cameron plays the puck up the boards for Fowler. Fowler gets it as far as the line. Wyatt McDonald holds it in. And it rolls all the way down to Thomas, who covers up and hangs on for a stoppage with 3:25 left to go here in the second period. 4-1 for the Fundy Thunder over the Valley Wildcats. And just taking a quick look and checking on the sites here to see if anybody's been commenting. Working his way ahead, Carrette gets it over to Scott. Gives back to Carrette. Carrette trying to get through to the net. Lost the puck there, gets to the line. Wayman working it back down. Anderson picks up off the end boards for the Thunder. His pass just misses his intended target, but it's going to roll right onto the net. And Thomas will cover up and hang on, as the first person who was going to get to him was going to be wearing white. So Thomas, not taking any extra chances, gets the stoppage with 2:51 left here in the second period. Quick note, scheduling note for the fans who follow our teams on Petter Sports and Streaming. We're going to have a game Sunday at noon. There's a shot and a save made by Walker. Sunday at noon, we'll have the Northern Subway Selects home game against, I want to say it's the Greenfoot Capitals that they're playing. Can't remember the exact details but it's the Northern Subway Selects from Hector Arena coming up Sunday at noon on AO Live, produced by Petter Sports and Streaming. Here's Eisner with the puck. Our next Thunder broadcast, I believe, is a week from tonight. I'll double check on that. Puck gets to the line, held in there by Laba. Laba tries to play it down low, but Pugsley knocks that down. Here comes Cole Pugsley coming in. Pugsley gets a shot away, and Thomas makes the kick save. Pugsley back on it again. Another chance and another save made by Christian Thomas. Another shot. That goes wide. Puck comes up the wall and is going to be sent out to center. Anderson dumps it right back in again. Laba to get it in the near corner. Plays it up the boards, intended for Tomek. Now Tomek back on the puck. He'll get it out to center. Paris intercepts that and dumps it right back in. 1:33 left to go in the period. Puck cleared all the way down the ice. That's going to be an icing call against Valley. And it'll go back down into the Wildcat end. 89 seconds remaining here in the second period of play. We mentioned the shots on goal favoring the Wildcats in this period, and they have been, but the Thunder have since closed the gap. .89 seconds remaining again here in this period. Puck gets to the line. Paris will work it back deep. Going back to get it is Wayman. He'll take a bump as he plays it around to the near side for Banks. Pass came through the middle of the ice. Cogger tried to get a shot away there, but ended up misplaying the puck. Couldn't get a shot on target. As the advice for Luke, stay on target, doesn't end up working there. Or no, it wasn't Luke, it was Red 1. Right? Here's McLennan now. There's a shot, save, rebound. Puck goes behind the net. Cogger takes a bump there. 35 seconds left to go in the period. Here comes Carrette. He has the puck knocked away from him by Wyatt McDonald, and McLennan quickly gets it the other way to Thorne. Thorne sidesteps one man, tried to get the pass back to McLennan, but that's tipped away. And now here comes Valley as Fowler comes in, drops it off for Tomac, or for Terrace rather. Centering pass, and that's intercepted by Vandenberg, and he'll slowly send it down the ice, and it'll be covered up by Thomas with 5.9 seconds remaining here in period number 2. So it looks like we're going to go into the break with the score 4-1. Barring a miracle goal in the last couple of seconds, and we are not going to see one. And that will do it for period number 2. Shots in the second period. It ends up favoring the Wildcats, but just barely, 17-16. The score favors, or the overall shots on goal favoring the Thunder, 27-26. Or sorry, 27-23. But it was 2-0 coming into the second period. Thunder score twice on the power play. Wildcats score once on the power play. Nobody has scored 5-on-5 yet tonight, but the Fundy Thunder will carry a 3-goal lead going into the third period of play. We're going to take a break. We'll come back, get you ready for that third period coming up in a few minutes. You are watching Nova Scotia Under 16 AAA action here on Petter Sports and Streaming, on AO Live, produced by Petter Sports and Streaming. We'll be back with you in just a few minutes. All right, we are back, getting ready for the start of the third period here. Let's take a look at that second period summary once again. The scoring started just 11 seconds into the period as Dawson McCauley got his 10th of the season, 20th point, assisted by Ethan Daly and Daniel Vandenberg on the power play. That made it a 3-1 scoreline, or 3-0 scoreline, for the Thunder. Then at 7:34, a goal by the Wildcats, also a power play goal, scored by Jack Terrace, his 9th goal, 18th point of the season. Assist going to Alex Winkowski and Hayden Buchanan. And then finally, at 10:19 of the third period, it was Mathis George getting his 2nd of the game, 13th of the season, and 29th point. Daniel Vandenberg getting his 3rd assist of the night along with Cameron Eisner. That made it 4-1, which is where the score stands. We had 6 penalties called in that period, 5 minors and a double minor. 3 minors and a double minor against the Thunder, 2 minors against the Wildcats. Fundy now overall 3 for 4 on the power play. Wildcats are 1 for 8. Shots on goal in the second period again, 17-16 in favor of the Thunder, or in favor of the Wildcats, 2-period total favors the Thunder, 27-23. And as we said, the score going into the final 20 minutes of play favors the hometown Thunder by a margin of 4-1. As we get ready for this third period, as the Thunder look to, based on tonight's results, they would move, at least temporarily, alone into second place in the Nova Scotia division, leapfrogging over both the Voyageurs and the Kings, who are both 1 point ahead of them. The Kings would then have 1 game in hand. The Voyageurs would still be 5 games behind, in the sense that they played 5 more games, I should say, than the Thunder after tonight. So if the Thunder go ahead of the Voyageurs, the Thunder would be a point ahead and would still have 5 games in hand. And if the Wildcats do not come back, they would remain just 4 points ahead of the Bucks in the battle for between 6th and 7th place, and the Bucks would then have 4 games in hand as the Valley Wildcats ice the puck here. Just 25 seconds gone here in the third period. Of course, there's still plenty of hockey left. As mentioned, 20 minutes left to go here, or now just a little under 20 minutes. A 3-goal margin, certainly not impossible, but the way the things have been going tonight for the Thunder, they certainly look to be in relatively comfortable position so far. But here's Buchanan with the puck, getting it to the front of the net, but it ends up going wide. There's a shot, and it's going to roll in onto to Walker rather, and Walker will cover up and hang on for a stoppage. Just under a minute gone here in the third period. Thunder will next be in action on Sunday. They'll be at the Martello Buccaneers to face the Bucks, and will be making that presentation to the Buccaneers that night. There's another shot, another save made by Walker. Our next broadcast of Thunder hockey will be 1 week from tonight. Same bat time, same bat channel. 7 o'clock next Friday night, they'll host the Armada. And then at 7 o'clock Saturday night, they'll host the Western Rebels out of Western Prince Edward Island. Both of those games available right here on AO Live, produced by Petter Sports and Streaming. And hopefully by then I'll have my full voice back and full lung capacity back as well, as Not gonna lie, it's been a bit of a rough go tonight for me, and I do apologize that the play-by-play hasn't been the sharpest. Puck goes behind the net. Wayman fires it around the boards, held in at the line by Carter Anderson. He plays it down the wall. Tried to get it to Eisner. Eisner, though, not able to gather it in. Now it's sent out to center. Anderson goes to dump it right back in. It ends up hitting Pugsley. Now it's sent into the Thunder zone, not very deep, as it was knocked down by Ryan McDonald. He gets it over to Cogger. Cogger can't find the puck in his feet. Laba goes to launch it down the ice. That ended up hitting a Thunder player right in front of the bench. Didn't see which player it went off of. Now getting on it is Thorne. He plays it ahead for McLennan, and McLennan gets it down the ice. Laba going back to get it. Icing waved off as Laba slowed up a little bit there as it got close to the line. McLennan over to Cogger. Whoops, sorry folks. I'm also working my own camera tonight, in case you can't tell, with the lack of quality of the video camera. And that's entirely my fault. I forgot to double check with my cameraman that he was available tonight. Normally I fire him off a message. Now we're going to get another penalty against the Thunder. And head contact is the indication, and it is Ryan McDonald who's going to go off. And where did I put my pen? Just a 2-minute head contact penalty this time. No, yes, it is just a 2. There's a shot, save made. And now McDonald's got to be cognizant of the fact that he's got 2 head contact penalties tonight. If he gets one more, he'll get a game ejection. Now we're going to get a penalty away from the puck. Tripping is the indication, and it's going to go against Valley, so that'll bring that power play to an end. And we'll play 1 minute and 40 seconds of 4-on-4 as Terrace goes off for the trip. 16:34 to go. And like I say, 1 minute 40 of 4-on-4, and then the Thunder will get their 5th power play of the night. So Wildcats are now 1 for 9 as that penalty, or that power play, comes to an end with Terrace's penalty. And the Thunder, who are 3 for 4 with the power play, will get their 5th power play starting in just under 1.5 minutes. Icing the call against Valley. 16:18 to go. Speaking of the Valley Wildcats, let's take a look at their upcoming schedule for their fans. And if you're looking for information on the Wildcats' home streams, check out their social media. Although they don't have a home game yet for a while, or they're going to wave off the icing, say it was called in error. The next 3 games. So there's a chance to get the pass through to Dwaron. It just misses him. We'll talk about what the Valley Wildcats have coming up at the next stoppage in play. Here's O'Neill trying to get through. He does get a shot away, but Thomas was able to make the save. Now coming the other way, Buchanan. Caden Paris gets in his way as the puck got just a little too far ahead of him. Paris able to separate him from the puck, and now Dwaron. And Dwaron with a big collision there with, was that Dwaron still tangled up with whoever it was that he ran into. Trying to see the number now, I see it was Joshua Cameron. And the next, after tonight, the Wildcats have 3 more road games before they play at home again. Next weekend, they'll be in Sackville to take on the Kings on Saturday. Then they'll have 2 straight road games at the Voyageurs on February 23rd and March 2nd. And then they'll round up their season with 2 home games on March 8th and 9th against the Kings, and wrap up the season against the East Fundy Thunder March 9th in the Kings Mutual Century Center. And one of those Wildcat home games is going to actually be in Yarmouth. The one on the 8th against the Kings. And again, home teams are responsible for if games are going to get streamed or if they just get posted afterwards. So check out teams' social media pages to find out details on what, if any, streaming there might be. There's a shot, save, and the rebound cleared away. Penalty, both penalties now have come to an end. So we're back to 5-on-5, the 2 penalties ending just 20 seconds apart. .14:20 left to go in the 3rd period. There's a shot, they score! Braden Nickerson got a little bit of space in the slot and was able to fire a shot and get it by Chris Walker. And for Braden Nickerson, that is, where is he? There he goes. Goal number 6, point number 9 on the season. And it's the first 5-on-5 goal by anybody tonight. As the puck rolls in onto Thomas.
Scored by number 22, Braden Nickerson. Assisted by number 20, William Sanford, and number 3, Carter Tomac.
William Sanford and Carter Tomac get the assists on that goal. So again, Braden Nickerson's 6th goal, 9th point of the year from William Sanford and Carter Tomac at 5:44 of the 3rd period, making it now a 4-2 game. And if the Wildcats can get the next one here, as we get an icing call against Valley, if the Wildcats can get the next one here, that will be a huge momentum boost for them, depending on how much time is left when they score it. So this one a long way from over yet, folks. And I don't want anybody thinking I was saying it was a foregone conclusion when we came into this 3rd period with a 3-goal margin. I hope I had made it clear that I didn't think the game was already over. I thought the Wildcats certainly had a tough period ahead of them, but delayed offside, and that's going to, as Buchanan tried to glove the puck down, but Fowler was still in the zone when he did, so we'll get another stoppage. 13:24 left to go here in period number 3. As just doing a quick check of that again. Here we go. Coming in his own zone. Will play the puck across. Losing his footing as he was coming through center there was Scott, as the ice gremlin in the red line came up and tripped him. And I say that as somebody who has the ice gremlins trip him up all the time when I played. And I certainly never played at anywhere even close to this level. I'm very much from the school of those who can do and those who can't find out how well they can talk about it. And fortunately for me, I've been able to Have a lot of fun talking about this sport over the last 17 years that I've worked with various teams as their broadcaster. Here's Uloth with the puck, trying to get it towards the front of the net, but that pass was knocked down by Corrett. Now it'll come to the line to Vandenberg. Vandenberg's shot gets through, save made. Slow to get up in the corner, but now on the puck was Uloth. He gets it back again, and he'll back it up to Wyatt McDonald. And now they play ping pong back and forth in the neutral zone. Vandenberg chooses to carry it this time. Got it ahead, trying to go the other way was Banks, but he couldn't get the puck to sit for him. As I'm a few seconds behind the play now. Now Wyatt McDonald with a shot, save made, rebound is loose, and gathering it in is Buchanan. He'll get the pass, that'll go through Fowler's feet, down the ice, and will go all the way for an icing with 11:13 left to go here in the third period of play. So again, a quick note, our 2 games on the schedule next weekend here from Colchester Legion Stadium. We'll have both of them right here. And hopefully the internet signal has been working okay for you coming out of here tonight. I know it's not the strongest internet signal that we've ever worked with. We're having to use... There's Buchanan coming in, and a huge save made there by Walker. Chris Walker with a massive save on a breakaway by the captain, Hayden Buchanan. Now we're going to get an icing against the Fundy Thunder with 10:33 to go. And if Chris Walker doesn't make that save, we're talking about a 1-goal game and still more than 10 minutes left. Sometimes it's not how many saves you make, but it's when you make them. And that one a very timely save for Walker. Dwaron sends it to the end boards. It bounces around, gets gathered in by Tomek. He'll play it up. Now it's up to Wenkowski. Wenkowski will dump it down into the Thunder end. Walker out of his net, plays it up the wall, held in at the line there by Gambin. Gambin then gets pressured and the puck is played out. Here comes O'Neill now, Damon O'Neill. Damon O'Neill with a chance, and a big save made to keep it a 2-goal margin. Both goaltenders standing up with some big saves here in the third period. Walker doing his job to keep his team in front, and Thomas doing his job to keep his team close. Wenkowski gets the puck over to the far side, flipped out to center by, I believe that was Terrace. Now Nickerson going after it, but getting to it first will be Paris. And when you're trying to speak through 2 layers of masks and you're trying to differentiate a Terrace and a Paris, you got to really work those articulators. Here's George now. George makes a couple of nice moves and puts the puck just a little bit up over the crossbar, trying to get his hat-trick goal. Under 9 minutes left to go. A 2-goal margin favoring the hometown team, trying to move up into sole possession of second place. Paris pokes the puck past Wenkowski. Down the ice it goes. Fowler goes back to get it for Valley. Fowler takes a bump there. Puck goes to the end boards. Picked up by Gambin. Gambin changes direction. Now he'll wrap the puck up the wall. Paris not able to get his stick on that one, and out it comes, and back to get it is Ryan McDonald in his own zone, being chased down by Buchanan. McDonald able to play the puck out. It hit a Valley Wildcat player who was trying to come off the ice. Good job by Valley to not have the player who was coming on actually come on until that player had gotten off, so it was not going to be a too many men penalty. Now George It was a little too deep by the time he tried to get that backhand shot away. Gets the puck back, though. George trying to come to the front of the net. He can't. Daly turns and shoots. It ends up hitting Cogger. And then finally, the puck is found by Thomas. And he'll hang on for a stoppage. 7:52 left to go here in the third period. And Cogger gives to, that was McLennan. McLennan then played it back to the line. Shot from the point by Anderson goes into the end glass, and now Laba brings the puck out to center. Sends it to the far wall where Thorne will pick it up. He'll play it back to Anderson ahead. Cogger deflects it down, stays in play, and with under 7.5 left to go in the third period, the puck is inside the Valley zone yet again. Carrette has the puck stolen from him. Now Wayman will fire it around the boards. Anderson can't get to it before it leaves the zone. Anderson plays it to the near side for Vandenberg, ahead for Cogger. It gets by him. Laba sends it back out to center. Gathered in there by Scott, but Scott has it knocked off his stick with a nice play by Anderson. Now Vandenberg ahead for Cogger, and Cogger will work his way through center. Feeds the puck up to Brady McLennan. McLennan with the shot, and Thomas the save, and he'll hang on with 6:50 now left to go here in the third period. Again, Petter Sports and Streaming has the day off tomorrow, but we'll be back with you Sunday, 12 noon from Hector Arena, when the Northern Subway Selects play their next home game. And again, I am trying to go from memory, but I want to say they're going to host the either the Greenfoot Capitals or the Lindsay. I'm pretty sure it's the Greenfoot Capitals. As the puck goes all the way down deep into the... I might have called them by the wrong name last time I mentioned that game. There's a shot, and that one goes off the head of Chris Walker. Walker a little slow to get up. And he's asking for a whistle. Now he's going to get one. I know that at some levels, if a goalie takes a shot, I don't know, I shouldn't say it's, I know that at some levels at one time in the past, when a goaltender took a shot off of the helmet, anywhere off of their helmet, it was automatically a stoppage in play as soon as that puck went off the goalie's lid. And you could see on that play why that used to be a rule. And I'm not sure if it still is. I know that it used to be at some levels. And I want to say that it ended up being taken out, if I remember correctly, and I could be wrong on this, and it wouldn't be the first time, and it's far from being the last time. There were some goalies who would intentionally, like, headbutt at the puck to try and have it go off their helmet instead of stopping it with another body part so that they could get a whistle. And then, so they ended up taking that rule out of play at whatever levels that was a rule. And again, I don't remember exactly where it was. And I could be off the mark as to if it was taken off of the books, why it was taken off of the books too. Puck clear down the ice. Icing is indicated and will be called with 5:24 left to go here in the third. Fundy Thunder still with that 4-2 lead. Hoping to hang on and move into sole possession of second place in the Nova Scotia division. They'd still have a game in hand on the Basin Armada, who are first, but they're 6 points back. They would be 6 points back of the Armada, even with the win. And with the Armada having 7 games left and the Thunder having 9 coming into tonight. So the Thunder will have 8 left after this game concludes to try and close another 6-point margin on the top team in the Nova Scotia division. That might be asking a bit much. Big collision there between Nickerson and Dwaron. Dwaron slow to get up, but he is back to his feet and now has the puck and collides this time with Terrace. This time Dwaron gets the better of it, but Fowler comes in, gets the puck, and then nearly a scoring chance there for Buchanan. Now we got guys, and now a DDT that Jake the Snake Roberts would be proud of there by Hayden Dwaron. I know I'm showing my age a little bit here with that reference. And Buchanan, the captain, that's not Buchanan, that's Terrace, trying to fire up his team, as Terrace was taken down heavily by Hayden Dwaron. And now the question is, how much power play time will the Wildcats get out of this? And they're bringing the face-off to center ice, are they? No, they scored a goal. I was so focused on what was going on with Dwaron, I didn't see the goal. And I realize I'm a little behind on, whoops, wrong button there, hang on. So after the goal, so now they're within 1 and they have a power play. I got distracted by what was going on with Dwaron and Terrace. I didn't even see the goal. But it's now 4-3, and the Wildcats have a power play.
Funding Thunder penalty to number 22, Hayden Dorian. 4 minutes for head contact. Time of the penalty, 15 minutes and 36 seconds. 4 minutes for head contact.
So it was a 4-minute head contact penalty. 2 minutes comes off on the delayed penalty goal.
Valley Wildcats goal scored by number 9, Joshua Cameron. Unassisted, time to goal 15 minutes, 36 seconds. That's Joshua Cameron. Unassisted at 15:36.
So an unassisted goal by Cameron at 15:36 makes it a 1-goal margin. McLennan backs up the puck all the way deep into his own zone. Now it's launched down the ice. So again, that was Hayden Dwaron. It was a 4-minute penalty for head contact, but 2 minutes comes off the board with the delayed penalty goal at 15:36. And then the goal scored by Joshua Cameron. Jankowski with the puck. The shot is blocked. And for Joshua Cameron, we're back to 5-on-5. We'll get you the details on Cameron's goal here. As here comes a chance for Mathis George, but this time the save made. He made the save on the first chance, but the Thunder got the puck back. Whoops, hitting the wrong buttons again. There we go. George with the first chance, a beautiful save by Thomas. And then he's able to get the puck over to Hayden Dwaron, who was out of the penalty box by that point. And with 2:09 left to go, the Thunder regain the 2-goal lead. So Macaulay gets the lone assist on that one. I thought there might be a second assist to Mathis George off of the initial shot, but now here comes a chance for Daly and a save made. So we got a bit to catch you up on here when we get a chance, but there's only 1:40 left. There's a shot, a save made. Banks gets the puck. He'll play it off the wall and out. Dumped back in. While we've got a quick second here, we can tell you Joshua Cameron's goal. It was his second goal, 4th point of the season, unassisted at 15:36. And we'll get you the specifics on Dwaron's goal here in just a second. 1:13 left to go now. For Hayden Dwaron, it's his sixth goal and 9th point of the season. Lone assist on it going to Dawson Macaulay at 17:51. And we're now into the final minute, and the Thunder again lead by 2. Their lead was 1 for just a little over 2 minutes, but they have extended it back, and now they have just 35 seconds left that they need to hold on. Here's Ryan McDonald coming in. McDonald with the shot, the save made, and hanging on is Thomas. And we'll get a stoppage with 26.5 seconds left to go here in this third period. Mathis George creating that scoring opportunity as he came in, tried to make a similar move to the first goal that he scored on the power play back in the first period. Was not able to score this time, but off of the rebound, Macaulay gets the puck over to Dwaron, and that will clinch it for the Thunder as the last couple seconds tick away. And that will do it. Fundy Thunder get the victory. It is their 17th win out of 28 games this season.
Wildcats 7 for a total shots for the game, 30. And the Fundy Thunder, shots on goal in the third period, 17 for a total of 44.
Shots in the third period, 17-7 for the Fundy Thunder. 3-period total, 44-30 for the Thunder, as they go to 17-10-1 on the season with a 5-3 victory over the Valley Wildcats. Wildcats drop to 11-18-2. That's going to do it for us here tonight from the Colchester Legion Stadium in Truro. Your final score once again: Valley Wildcats come to Truro and drop a tough one to the hometown Fundy Thunder, 5-3. Thank you so much for watching. Until Sunday, when we come to you from Hector Arena for Maritime Major Female Hockey League action with the Northern Subway Selects, or until next Friday when we're back here with you at Colchester Legion Stadium for the Thunder's next home game. This is Michael Petter saying may your skates always be sharp, may your shots always hit the top shelf. Thank you once again for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Friday night.